الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Consider the initial value problem, dy dx equals x times the square of the quantity y minus 4 minus 2, where y of 0 equals y naught, where y naught is less than 4. Can a solution y of x goes to infinity as x goes to infinity, based on the information in part A, discuss? So in part A, we looked at the slopes of the lineal elements at particular points. And in this case, we're focused on y of 0 equal to y naught. So meaning we are concerned with x equal to 0. And we had seen that, well, of course, x equal to 0 is simply the y-axis. And when we plugged 0 in for x, we had found that dy dx was simply negative 2. So when x equals 0, the slopes will always be negative 2. So the slopes of all of those tangents. But if we're saying that y goes to infinity as x increases, what that means is that ultimately the solution curves will have to go from decreasing and turn around to become increasing. But we're told that y naught has to be less than 4. So whatever that y naught is, it must be less than 4. Well, we had also seen that when y was equal to 4, dy dx, when we plug in 4 for y, will also be negative 2. So we'll have to head upward. So we'll have to head upward, going from this negative slope to a positive slope, but we can never cross y equals 4. Which means that y cannot, so y can't approach infinity as x approaches infinity. And that's because we can never reach y equals 4, so we can never approach infinity. So based on what we had seen with the solution curves and the slopes of the lineal elements at x equals 0 and y equals 4, it's going to be impossible for y of x to approach infinity as x approaches infinity.